Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this forecourt film for our absolutely beautiful 2014 Audi Q5. This is the 2-litre turbocharged petrol model, extremely rare actually, only a small sort of number of these available on the market at the moment. Certainly at the time that these came out, a lot of people were preferring diesels, but obviously times have changed quite a lot, and it has just meant that the 2-litre turbo petrol has become a lot more sought after in this time. So this is the Quattro S-Line model. We have a number of really nice features on the car, which I'll talk you through in a second, and also just give you a sort of overview of the overall condition of the car and everything like that as well. So just coming across over to here, we've just had all 4 alloy wheels completely refurbished. They've been acid dipped and powder coated and then painted in the titanium finish that we see here. This is a really nice sort of satin finish on there, and looks extremely smart against the black bodywork. The paintwork's just all been recently detailed. We've also applied a sort of ceramic coating to it as well, so hopefully it should keep the paintwork looking nice and shiny for many miles to come. In terms of the sort of overall bodywork and everything like that, there's no dents or major marks or anything like that to show you at all. I'll sort of I think there's a couple of very small like hairline scratches, but certainly nothing too disastrous at all. And just generally speaking, the overall condition is very, very nice, as you can see here. The light's working extremely well on showing how glossy and shiny it is. So just coming down the passenger side, like I said, I won't go and show each individual wheel as they're all completely unmarked. Like I said, have only just been done. No dents or ripple marks or anything like that to any of the panels, and I don't think really there's any sort of even small marks or anything like that to show you. Coming down across to the front, a couple of stone chips as you'd imagine. These have been touched in, and a very, very slight. The car itself's only done 36,000 miles, so certainly hasn't had a huge amount of use. There's a very, very small sort of hairline scratch just there on the front. I've sort of tried to colour it. You can't spot it until you come up really close to it, but like I said, it is just there. Otherwise, the front bumper is actually free of any nasty grazes or anything like that at all in really nice condition. The car features the bi-xenon headlights with the LED surrounds on the front there as well, which you get with the S-Line models, and also the S-Line badging, as you'll see on the side front wing. Our car also features power folding door mirrors with the integrated indicators down there, and again, we just come down the driver's side of the car. You'll see again it's completely free of any marks. We don't even have any sort of door shut marks or anything like that, and sometimes you get small chips and things like that, but it's actually all in really lovely condition all the way around. All the mirror housing and everything like that is lovely, nothing to mention there. And we've come down to the back, and again, even things like loading scratches and stuff like that, and there are none of those present on the back. It's in really lovely condition. So there you go. Just have a quick look in the boot. We have an automatic tailgate. And in the boot area here, you see the carpets are all in pretty good condition. No sort of nasty wear or anything like that to any of the plastics or anything. A couple of very small sort of loading marks and things, just basically this part here doing its job, just from where things have been put in. And then you've got the amplifier and stuff like that for your stereo system down there. And if we just lift this up here, it's quite easy to forget where these are, but basically all of your the battery and all of your jack and everything like that, and toolkit and locking wheel nut is all in the back, just underneath that panel there. Close that to bring that down. Through to the back, got this absolutely beautiful black Nappa leather all the way throughout. It's in extremely good condition all the way through. The back seats don't look like they've had a huge amount of use at all. And again, just having a quick look, all the headlining and everything like that, all in really nice condition. Down to the back here, you've got your 3-zone climate control, so you actually can change the individual temperature settings and things like that in the back here, and the strength of the fans as well. And again, things like the backs of the seats are all free of any marks or anything like that at all, and it's all been beautifully cleaned. Coming around to the front, We have the controls for your power folding door mirrors just up on here, as well as obviously all your electric windows, and then we also have a manual boot release there in the back as well to open the automatic tailgate. We also have the upgraded flat-bottomed sort of RS style steering wheel as well. We also have automatic headlights and automatic windscreen wipers. And just coming through, if I step into the car, in fact, and just start the engine and show you things like the mileage. The key just goes into this main slot up here. And car will come into life. You'll just see that the mileage is at 36,326. Obviously all warning lights and everything like that, apart from the seatbelt light, just to tell me that, that's not on, will extinguish. And up on here you also have things like the driver's information display, so you can cycle through all of your different settings and all that kind of stuff up on here. Gives you all your trip computers, how many miles you've got left until you run out of fuel, etc. We also have paddle shift gear change, as we can see up on here, plus all of your multimedia functions and things like volume controls and next track on the CD, next radio station and everything like that, and then also cruise control as well as fitted to this car, so that's just operated from the column stalk just down here. Across onto the main screen, everything is controlled by the MMI controllers all the way down on here, so it's a really nice simple system on the Audis actually. It's rather than having to sort of cycle through a number of different menus. If you want navigation, you just press nav, and it just sort of keeps your eye on the road rather than sort of hunting around for how things work. And then basically the rules on the main system is that whichever one of these four items come up on the screen, and obviously they change dependent on what menu you're on. So for instance, memory, waveband, settings, functions, they correspond to these four buttons down here. So if you want settings from up there, you just press the bottom right menu, and all of the sort of controls and setup and everything like that runs through here. So it's a really nice and easy, simple system to use, and you'll get used to it very, very quickly. So we have full satellite navigation for Western Europe, as well as things like traffic reports and things like that as well. Again, like I said, a really nice, simple, easy system to use, and you can put in full postcodes and things like that as well nowadays. So that's a lot better. And then just sort of the rest of the control panel for the car. Things like the vehicle settings, so you can change how long the lights stay on for when you get out at night and things like that. Actually, another really good function is the headlamp converter. It's basically, if you were to drive into Europe and obviously then drive on the right hand side, rather than having to place things over your lights to sort of change the beam bend and things like that, you just come in here and you can just press this and it will automatically change the headlights for driving on the continent, which is a really useful feature. I don't know why more cars don't offer that as a feature, but that's very, very useful. And things like parking sensors, you can change the volume and sound and everything like that for those. And then we also come in here and all of the information for things like your tyre pressure monitoring, the digital dipstick and things like that, for your oil levels, are all done on in here. And then if we come through to this menu here, it will tell you that the next oil change is due in 7,100 miles or 198 days, so about 8 months-ish, roughly, before the next service would be due, or a next major inspection would be in a year and a half or 17,000 miles. So that will just come up and alert you when that needs to be done. So we also have things like the controls for your radio. So we have a DAB digital radio, as well as FM, medium wave and long wave radio stations. And then if we come through to the media section, a number of different inputs here. We have a jukebox, which is basically like a sort of music storage area within the car, so you can either use SD cards or the CD itself and download music directly into the main system to save having CDs rolling around in the glove box. SD card, they are accessed from in here, so you can again put SD cards with MP3 music on there. We also have the CD drive there, and which also takes DVDs, so this will actually become a DVD screen, so you can watch movies and things up on here. Audi Music Interface is a hardwired connection, which is located over in the glove box, so you can actually hardwire an iPod or something like that into there. The most popular would be the Bluetooth connection, so you can use your phone and basically stream music, playlists, podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, pretty much anything you want directly from your phone. And have the audio come through onto the main system, and then we also have a Wi-Fi connection in here as well. So that pretty much covers all of the media bits. Then things like telephone, Once you've connected the phone to there, you can access your phone book and everything like that as well. Coming back down onto the main dashboard, we have hill descent control, so pretty much very useful for either off-roading or for if you're driving on ice. It will actually use the engine braking for the car when going downhill. No other time to use that other than sort of rough conditions or snow and ice. Traction control, parking sensors, so we can have it actually shows you the parking system up on here. It'll actually tell you which parking sensor is being used at what time, and then we also have start-stop technology as well to sort of assist with more economical driving, and you can turn that off there if you so wish. Dual zone climate control, separate temperatures for driver and passenger, all the settings and everything like that down here for the air conditioning and everything. And then we also have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and passenger as well, so that is quite nice on this leather, especially at this time of year. And then your Tiptronic gearbox as well. It's actually a really good, the gearbox that they fit onto the petrol models is the same as the SQ5, so it's not actually DSG or S-Tronic as you'll get on a lot of Audi models. This is actually the far stronger Tiptronic box, which is pretty much bomb-proof, and like I said, is the one that they use in the more powerful models as well. So that pretty much finishes everything in here. So you've got really nice like S-line embossing on the leather, beautiful soft nappa leather all the way through, the sport seats with the extendable fronts there as well, and things like all the stitching and everything like that continues across the door. So yeah, it's a really nice cabin, really well appointed. You have the auto dimming rearview mirror, and then obviously all of your individual map reading lights and everything like that in here as well. I hope you found the video useful. If we can help with any further information at all, if you'd like to have any close-ups of anything, or you just have a specific question about the car, I'd be more than happy to help. We have 2 keys, including the valet key as well. We also have a full Audi service history from new all the way through. All of the tyres are in very good condition. They're all relatively recent, and they are all the proper manufacturer specification Goodyear tyres. Things like brakes and everything like that are all, again, in fantastic condition. There really is nothing for the new owner to do anytime soon in terms of mechanical bits and pieces like that as well. So it is pretty much ready to go. Thank you very much again for watching. If we can help with a part exchange, or if you require any finance figures, then please do get in contact through our website, which is jajarvis.co.uk, and we'd be more than happy to help. Thanks very much again, and we'll see you next time.